Hello, my fellow crystal lovers. Today we're going to be talking about a mineral I wanted to come across in the year 2019, and I happened to pick up two little specimens at the Kansas City Gem and Mineral Show. We're going to be talking about Cinnabar. You also hear it called Cinnabarite. They both are correct, apparently. Here's a little round piece. Now the cinnabar is actually the little red veins that are running through here. And these red veins of cinnabar are actually in scapolite. And scapolite is just like a cluster of silicates that it's formed in. And it also forms on matrix, just like this, a very pretty, vibrant red crystal. Now let's talk a little bit about what is cinnabar? Well, it's a mercury sulfide. And we all know that mercury is poisonous. Cinnabar happens to be the most common source ore for refining the element mercury. So how is it that we can touch it? Well, the kind of cinnabar in these stones is an inorganic mercury, so it's the least toxic that we could touch. Now, I wouldn't go licking these. I wouldn't go pounding these into dust and huffing them. If you work with cinnabar or you're doing a carving, whatever you're doing, if you're doing it for long periods of time, you might want to wear some gloves. But just touching it like this in your rock collection, I think you're going to be safe. But some people in ancient times did actually carve these. And cinnabar is what the pigment vermilion is made of. And ancient peoples used to use that pigment vermilion in wall paintings, in pottery, all kinds of things, carvings, and a lot of people did die from mercury poisoning because they weren't as educated as we are today and not to touch it. But there's that little fun fact. But the word cinnabar, C-I-N-N-A, is actually a Persian word for dragon's blood. And I did read that cinnabar is known as the merchant stone in China. Now let's talk a little bit of what is cinnabar good for. Now I have not had this long enough to be able to tell you what it does for me. Now I will work with it in the future, and what I find I will pass it along to you. So all this is information that I've gathered from other sources. But what I read up on said that cinnabar is really good for blood disorders. So we all know I have anemia, and I'll be working with it in that way. It's good for flexibility. So if you're doing yoga a lot, it might be something good to wear in a bracelet. I know I'm going to try it that way because I do yoga at night. It's good for all over body strength. I read that it's good for weight problems. So who couldn't use a little help with that since we had such a horrible, nasty winter, right? It was used in ancient times for infertility and sexual dysfunction. So there's quite a variety of things this stone can do for us. And I'm also going to display some pictures of carved cinnabar, perhaps some pictures of the pigment vermilion. Just some neat little things about my cinnabar. And I'm going to be storing this on my root chakra shelf. It was best for your root chakra. And there you have it. There's just some fun facts about cinnabar. So if you happen to come across it, I would pick you up some and let me know what it does for you and how you decided to work with it. All right, folks, I'm glad you could join me today. If you like these kind of videos, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.